Article 7. Everyone has the right to protection of his health, his family environment, and his community, just as it is his duty to contribute to their development and defense. Any individual unable to care for himself due to physical or mental disability has the right to respect for his dignity and to a regime of protection, care, rehabilitation, and security. Article 8. The state fights and punishes illicit drug trafficking. Likewise, it regulates the use of social drugs. Article 9. The state determines national health policy. The executive branch sets standards for and oversees its enforcement. It is responsible for drafting and directing it in a pluralistic, decentralizing manner to facilitate equal access for everyone to health services. Article 10. The state recognizes the universal and progressive right of each person to Social Security for his protection from contingencies specified by law and for the elevation of his quality of life. Article 11. The state guarantees free access to health benefits and pensions through public, private, or joint agencies. It also oversees their efficient operation. The law establishes the agency of the national government that manages the pensions systems under the charge of the state. Article 12. Social Security funds and reserves are intangible. Resources are applied in the manner and under the responsibilities set forth by law. Article 13. The aim of education is the comprehensive development of the human being. The state recognizes and guarantees freedom of education. Parents have the duty to educate their children and the right to choose their schools and to participate in the educational process. Article 14. Education promotes knowledge, learning, and practice of the humanities, science, technology, the arts, physical education, and sports. It prepares individuals for life and work and encourages solidarity. The state promotes the scientific and technological development of the country. Ethical and civic training and the teaching of the Constitution and human rights are mandatory in all civil and military educational processes. Religious education is provided in keeping with freedom of conscience. Education is provided at all levels, in conformity with constitutional principles and the purposes of the relevant educational institution. Communication media shall cooperate with the state in education and in moral and cultural formation. Article 15. The teaching profession in public schools is a public service career. The law sets forth the requirements for serving as a principal or a teacher in a school, as well as his rights and obligations. The state and the society ensure their continuing evaluation, training, professionalization, and promotion. The student is entitled to a type of education that respects his identity, as well as to proper psychological and physical treatment. Any person or corporate entity has the right to promote and operate educational institutions and to transfer the ownership of such institutions in accordance with the law. Article 16. Both the educational system and its governing regulations are decentralized. The state coordinates the educational policy, it formulates the general guidelines of school curricula, as well as the minimum requirements for the organization of education centers. It oversees their compliance and the quality of education. The state ensures that no one is prevented from receiving a proper education on grounds of economic status or mental or physical disabilities. Education enjoys priority in the allocation of ordinary resources in the budget of the Republic.